Kia ora, time for the Bachelorette New Zealand recap. I'm Mama C. Well, last time the boys got new competition. Richie and Lily hit it off. Elliot did well on his date with Lucina, and the original bachelors pranked the new ones. Well, tonight it's episode 14. Things are about to get awkward, well, more so than usual. We rejoin the lads post-prank, and Elliot returns from his date. He learns from the guys about the prank, and he says he isn't going to tell them about his date. Well, later he tells the new guys, but yeah, as you can imagine, the original bachelors are none too pleased about this. Liam tried to explain that the prank was to help the guys amalgamate, but I don't think that's what he wanted to do. I think he just was trying to make them feel awkward. We learn more about Richie. He's a clothing designer. He wants to find someone who lives in the here and now and can help him bring out the best in him, but also stand on her own 2 feet. He wants to get to know both the ladies and see who they are. He and Lily are hitting it off on their date and having a great chat. Lily says it's the best date she's had because she really likes being around him. She offers him a rose and he accepts, and he had a great time too. The original and the new guys, obviously there is that split between them, and apparently that's going to keep getting worse and worse as time progresses, apparently. At least that's what they sort of tease as happening. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Richie returns from his date with Lily, and he shows his rose because, he doesn't care. Liam is worked up over Elliot's return. He is just not liking this at all. Nope. Quinn is starting to worry about the competition because he hasn't really had a major date with Lily for some time. And Steve says he, George, Logan, and the 2 new Mikes and Mac are going to do a group challenge, and they are going to make a love tea, and the winners of this challenge then will get time with the ladies. So, Logan says a romantic poem about a star while holding a star anise, because he's the constant romantic. We see a foreshadow of Steve wanting to kiss Lucina, but we don't see kissing. We just see him talking about wanting to kiss her. Kumar Mike is going to be naked, apparently, I guess. He's maybe the new Mark. I don't know. We see a foreshadow of Sailor Mike making out with Lucina, so things are going to heat up there. And we see Mac try to dance in a foreshadow. Yeah. And in George's tea leaves, all we see is like a little bit of a light, blurry. I don't know what is going on with George. Well, the 2 tea winners end up being the 2 Mikes, Kumar Mike and Sailor Mike, which I know that sounds terrible that I've dumbed them that, but that's how I tell them apart. We see Mike back on his farm, and he says there's a lot to him that people just don't know about. He seems like he's like a quiet type as well, I would think, or until you get to know him. One moment, please. Okay, sorry about that. As I was saying, Mike, he says there's a lot to him that people don't know about. He's always looking for adventure, and it's hard to meet women where he's at because it's hard to find them growing wild in the bush. He's very open with Lily. He says he's flexible and he doesn't worry much about things. He went out with his last girlfriend for 8 years. Lily says she isn't ready to have children, and he's on the same page. Liam is acting all mad about the new boys again. Aaron is stressing over Sailor Mike, but he says he doesn't think that Mike is compatible with Lucina, but I think he's just a little bit jealous. Lucina asks Sailor Mike if he is confrontational or jealous. He says he's not confrontational and not really jealous. She asks if he has any crazy qualities she should know about. He says he is ruthlessly independent. Well, she's curious as to what that means, and he says he focused on being alone. He says he likes who he is now, etc., etc. He says he's feeling a bit probed, but I guess that's why he's here, he says. He says he is more detailed and focused, and she seems to understand where he's coming from, and he's keen to have more time with Lucina. Cocktail party tonight. Jissy thinks things are going to heat up. Cocktail party and rose ceremony are being held at a graffiti bar, and Art tells the boys what is happening. We see the lads stressing, Sailor Mike is getting razzed and calling pretty, etc. Aaron is feeling a bit of the pressure from the boys. Aaron says he's completely open for the experience because he came here for the right reason. So he thinks these boys just aren't there for the right reasons. The ladies enter the bar. Lucina says she wanted to give Mike a rose, and so she does now, and he accepts it. And the other blokes are kind of looking a bit furious. Aaron, he's still struggling. He's just struggling over the fact that other people are dating Lucina. Elliot is glad that Lucina got to meet the new blokes, he says, especially McDreamy, and he referring to Sailor Mike. Jesse lets the ladies know about the animosity that he claims started when Elliot returned from his date and wouldn't tell them what had happened. Lucina finds it interesting, the whole rivalry thing. She suggests they do a trust circle, which they do. And so they all take a turn at that. Lily climbs on the table, and the lads end up catching her in a trust fall. Lucina takes Logan aside because she says she wants to reciprocate because he's always doing nice things and giving her little gifts and things like that. So she had heard that he's always looking for bits of paper and things like that around the house, and so she got him a notebook, which was lovely. So I think that meant a lot to him. She says that then they go in for the kiss, and she says this time the kiss wasn't as dry, so there you go. Terrence has a chance to go with Lily for a chat. He reminds her that he didn't get a kiss when they had their one-on-one date before, back when they did the jet boating. She says she doesn't want it to be because of a bet, but she said it was still nice, because they do kiss, and she tells him, though, she wished it had been a bit more natural, and he doesn't have to have a bet in order to get a kiss. He should just, he needs to just go for it. And then right after that, Jesse walks in, but he didn't see anything for this whole episode, so that's good. So Jesse then says, let's get to know each other more. So he suggests a game that she tell him something that he would know about her and vice versa. Well, Lily tells him that she wears hearing aids in both ears, which I didn't know either, which is pretty interesting. Jesse tells her he has a radio broadcasting degree. Don't we all? Lily doesn't know if they have real chemistry. So I don't know. Because we thought for a while that, she was into him, but maybe, feelings have changed a bit. I don't know. Tavita then takes Lucina aside, and they talk about his hernia, and he asks if she feels the same, and he starts to say, well, because I just kind of want to know where things are going. And then she stops him and asks if it's an ultimatum. Well, my guess is it's not an ultimatum. The guy has a hernia, he's in a lot of pain, and he probably just wants to know, is he wasting his time? So, yeah, I think that was a bit shocking on her part, because obviously she knows he's suffering. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but obviously we will have to wait and find out, because that's where it ended. So we see shots of an ambulance for the next episode. So is Tavita going to go back to the hospital again, or has somebody lost the plot and injured someone? My guess is it's probably poor Tavita. He has been suffering with this hernia. Well, we'll find out tomorrow on the next Bachelorette New Zealand recap. I'm Mama C. Have a great day wherever you are.